Well, hello everybody and happy VE Day. What a lovely day for celebration. I've already been out actually, and there's lots of roads near me with bunting, and people are trying to get ready for as much of a day of celebration as possible, bearing in mind all the socially distanced rules that we still have to live within. And celebrations like today offer us an opportunity to sit back and think a little bit about other people and what they have sacrificed for us to be here. But they're also an opportunity for us all to get together and work in a community and a collective in some way. So I thought we'd spend a moment just talking about the importance, in fact, of celebration and ritual. Celebrations like the one that we have today are not just significant because of what they signify, but because of the act of celebration itself. And there's two aspects to celebration that might be interesting for us all to focus on. The first is savouring, and the second is ritual. We talked about savouring in a previous post when we looked at savouring photographs. Savouring offers us an opportunity to really sit and enjoy an emotion, a pleasant emotion that we want to, as opposed to rumination, of course, which is often when we focus on something that's negative and go round and round. Savouring helps us be present. Now, while most of us won't have been around when the Second World War ended, what we can do is savour the opportunity that the rest of us were given when people sacrificed their lives for us. So celebration and remembrance can be hand in hand with each other. Now, we talked about how savouring can act as a buffer effect for negative events, in fact, and it can help us with our sense of resilience. It also increases optimism. So if you ever need an excuse to think, I'm just going to savour this experience for a moment, you can do it knowing that when you refer back to that emotion, it'll have some positive benefits for you. So an aspect of celebration like today might be savouring the opportunity or even just the excuse to come together and have a good time as a family. But the other aspect of play here is that of the ritual of celebration. A national celebration like today invites us to have an opportunity to get together with other people, which at the moment is a difficult thing to do socially distanced. So people are finding really creative ways of doing that to not break the rules. Human beings have always indulged and enjoyed ritualistic and repetitive symbolic days. All communities and all cultures have their own versions of them, but there is one thing that they will have in common, which is an emotion. It's the intention behind the ritual: sadness, joy, reflection, freedom. But does that opportunity to come together and share in a collective emotion provide us with psychological benefits? Well, one might just be simply an opportunity to stop and think. Think about other people for a change. Think about your contribution to society. A collective cultural celebration like we have today, for example, also offers us opportunities to connect to our communities in a way that perhaps we wouldn't normally. One thing that we know about community initiatives is that people who indulge in being part of their communities have high levels of well-being. Now, the relationship seems to also work the other way. People who have high levels of well-being tend to reach out and participate in community activities more, but when people become part of community initiatives, their well-being increases as well. There is a positive power in numbers, and working in large groups, whether that's actual large groups or just feeling that you're part of a large group, can foster a collective motivation and a collective emotion. Ritual and celebration are there for a reason. They offer us an opportunity to stop and think about what we would like to create today. What's the emotion we want to leave feeling with? And then we can take that back into our lives and savour it at another occasion. So whatever you're doing today, I hope you get a chance to enjoy it, savour it, and then this time next year, maybe you can look back at it and still feel some of the positive benefits that it gave you today. Have a good day.